Yeah, I saw the text go out. All right, at the dot. Comes back, Ashmore gets to touch it before it goes over to James Roman. Fremont's gonna take it off James' stick. And we do have a call already. Gonna be on James. Kinda lame. It's gonna be a... Not sure. That's a call on James Roman, so we're gonna be a man down here for probably a minute 30. We have Johnny taking the puck here for the puck drop. We have Gino over there on the left since we're down a man. Gino fighting up to the center there against a couple Fremont players. Here's Johnny in pursuit. We have Derek Brown and Zeke Collins in the back there for our defenders on this shift. Florio's gonna grab it, head out to the wall, chip it up ahead of the Fremont player. But another one's gonna come in to intercept his play. Back and forth along the wall, and that's gonna be an offsides. We're gonna switch our D out, so we have Emmett Rajkowski coming out, and Pinkelman is coming out too. We're down a player for another minute 30 for the Roman call. Bouncing around on the blue line, Fremont's gonna come away with it. Quite a bit of pressure there. Florio's gonna come away with that. Go across the ice. Bring it across the blue line, trying not to go offsides. And gives it right to Fremont. They're gonna come back, hopefully Rajkowski. Ooh yeah, good stick there, Rajkowski. Johnny gets a stick on it for a second, goes back to a Fremont player. There's Johnny with it on the left. He's gonna cut through to the center, through some traffic, get all the way down there. He's gonna get a shot off. Goalie's gonna deflect that, comes out to a Fremont player. Up against the wall, Collins is gonna swing and miss and hit the deck. We have Derek Brown in the way. Passes Derek Brown, backhands behind the net, thank goodness. Krantz over here in the corner, goes over to Collins. Collins gonna chip it up the wall, right to the Fremont player. Puck comes over here to the wall, where Derek Brown, he's gonna be looking for a pass forward, does so up to Pinkelman. Nice little maneuver around a couple Fremont players. His shot's gonna get deflected into the wall though. Fremont's gonna come back this way with it. Derek trying to get a stick on it, can't quite do it. Fremont streaking for the net, stand up Will, nice job. Good job, Will Larson, that's a save. It's gonna come up to their blue line, back and forth. Derek is still out there, gets it up the wall. Pinkelman chasing as well as Landon McVeigh. Krantz goes off and Chad Boyle streaks on the ice, tries to get a stick on it, goes to McVeigh's stick. Fremont chipping it up the ice. They're gonna, yep, they got it out of our zone. There's Pinkelman with it in the center. Seems like he's been out there for a minute. Collins with it, chips it up. McVeigh gets a stick on it, carries it into the zone successfully. Pinkelman, he's gonna center down to Chad. He's gonna try to get a shot off, but he is deflected. Fremont up the side. Boyle there at the line. Sorry, that is actually James Roman, number 70. He sends it in. Wow, we somehow pulled that off. Stay in the zone. McVeigh gets a shot off, gets sent it to the center. Collins coming off the ice as Fremont streaks towards our goal. Von Case. Nope. Emmett Rajkowski actually coming on, and that's a glove save by Will. Vito, don't move the bench because it moves the camera, okay?
Good job, Will!
All right, lining up again here. I see Niles Lunning over here, closest to us. Eli Roman's gonna take it, pushes right through their line. Very good job, Eli. He's gonna streak down the ice with Von Case on the chase as well. We have James Roman. That's a goalie save by them. James Roman and Emmett Rajkowski in the back. We're gonna reset. Same lines. 8:11 left in the first period, 0-0. Fremont can't decide who they want on the ice right now. Take your time, guys. Eli Roman taking the puck drop. Chips it back to Vaughn. Comes back to Rajkovsky. Goes right down the center. Lunding tries to get a backhand. Can't quite connect. It's going to come up the wall here. And Fremont coming up the side. Some pressure by James Roman. Fremont gets it almost to the center. Luckily, Rajkovsky comes along to break up that play. Battle behind the net. Von Case is going to try to take it from the top. Good stick by Roman there. Stays in the zone somehow. James Roman hits it out of the zone. There's Niles Lunning with the puck heading downtown. He's going to try to run through traffic. Vaughn is there to help him out now. Vaughn's going to do a cross-ice pass. Goes to Ashmore. He's going to put it on net. Niles Lunning going to try to backhand it in. And I believe that's Johnny out there. Puck bouncing around. Derek Brown against the wall there with the Fremont player. They're going to get it in their zone. This guy's all alone down here. He's going to send it towards the center. Finally, his teammate shows up. They get it to the center again. There's another player. Centers it again. There's Johnny with it. Gets it up to Von Case. Tries to pass up to Lunning. Passes Lunning, but that's going to be played. Fremont has it down there behind the net. Comes up along the side. Johnny gets a skate on that. Not enough to keep it in. Bounces over the blue line. There's Derek Brown sending it right back across the center. Johnny with the puck. Carries it over the blue line. Hopefully he pushes towards the center. He's looking for a little support there. Collins is going to try to one-timer. Florio with the puck. Backhands it. Gets it down low. Tries to get it to Johnny. And goalie stops the puck. We're going to reset here with Brecken Krantz over there on the left. Johnny in the middle, Gino on the right. Have Rajkovsky and Collins right there. Getting a shot on the net. Goes just left. Fremont with the puck, going to try to bring it out of the zone. Collins keeps it in. Johnny's going to try to spin and get it towards the net. Gets taken down. Florio over here along the wall. He's going to try to get it into the center. And here's another shot from Collins. Tries to go through traffic. Krantz gets a stick on that and attempts as well. Collins along the wall, but Fremont comes away with it. There's Johnny chipping it up the wall to Collins. Collins with a move around the defender. He's going to go for the net again. Oh, gets knocked off his stick. There's Florio to pick it up. Florio behind the net. Back and forth with Johnny. He's looking for someone in the center. Unfortunately, we didn't have anybody set up. They're going to carry it over our blue line. Emmett is there, and that's Florio too, giving some good pressure from behind there. Johnny's going to come away with this, take it behind the net. What are we doing with it? He's going to try to carry it up the side. Florio's going after it. Gets sent across the ice. We're going to pull, looks like almost everybody except Collins. There's Pinkelman going after the puck. McVeigh is on the ice, as well as James Roman and Chad Boyle. Here's James Roman back here. And there's a glove save by Will. Pinkelman's going to take the puck drop here. Landon McVeigh on the far side, furthest away from you. Chad Boyle here on the side closest to us. Benjamin Ashmore there in the back. McVeigh is going to take it, crosses our blue line, drives towards the net, gets a shot off. Saved by their goalie. Still 0-0 here, 4:37 left in the first period. Ashmore and James Roman as our defenders. Pinkelman gets the puck to the center. Unfortunately, Fremont is also there. Chad Boyle sends it back to the center. Fremont's going to intercept. Ashmore keeps it in the zone. Whoa. High shot by McVeigh. And loses his balance there. And we're going to reset again. Same lines. Pinkelman centers it. Chad Boyle comes up with it. Goalie's going to cover it. And again. Shoots out to the side where Fremont is going to bring it up the wall here. They pass. Nope. They don't pass Ashmore. He actually puts up a good fight there. Battle along the boards here. McVeigh's involved as well. Chad Boyle's going to come away with it. Carries it into the zone. He's looking for an entry point, and that's a goal. That's a high goal there. High left. That's what we want more of. 3:57 left in the first, and we're finally up 1-0. Changing our lines out here, we're going to have Eli Roman take the puck drop for us with Niles Lunning on the left and Von Case on the, Lunning on the right, Case on the left. That's actually going to go back to Derek Brown, who's going to casually carry it up to the blue line until Fremont intercepts. Rajkovsky helps put some pressure on that one, and we're going to have a save by Will. Lining up here. Rajkovsky and Brown out together. I haven't seen that yet, so see what they can do. Case pushes it up, but Fremont keeps it in. Rajkovsky going to the wall. He's going to get it up to Case. Nice job. Case going to hopefully carry it over. Looking for the pass. Gets it over to Lunning. Oh, that was a close onside. Lunning trying with some stick work to get around Fremont. Gets pushed over to the corner where Eli Roman is hanging out. Case is going to chase it over in the corner. Fremont backhands it. Actually, really great pass by that kid to his player. Derek Brown over here on the wall, as well as Eli Roman. I know it's hard to see. Sorry, there's a lot in the way in this rink. We're going to get it close to the center, but not quite. Fremont's going to get it right back out. Here's Derek Brown doing work in the middle. Trying to spin around and shoot it. Wow. Lunning down there as well. Pops out to Rajkovsky, who keeps it in the zone. Fremont gets a stick on it, but Eli Roman. Ooh. Eli Roman tries to take it down. Whoa, Fremont coming fast. Rajkovsky back here. Passes by him. Derek Brown's going to give chase. Shoo. Tries to hit it up the wall. He's got to go the other way after a little misstep there. Touches Case's skates. And there goes Eli Roman. This is a long shift for these guys. Okay, yeah, we're changing out. All right, Pollock comes off the bench with Florio and Krantz. It's going to go down in this corner here. And James Roman is going to pass it up to Giovanni Florio, who is now on a breakaway. Take your time, bud. Up, up. That's another goal. That was a goal one. That was a goal one. Real nice dangle at the end there. Minute 53 left in the first period. We're up 2-0. Nice job, James Roman, getting that in a good position for Gino to take possession and then score. Lining up with the same lines. Collins back here in the back with James Roman. Pollock tries to push forward. Fremont gets a hold of it. James is going to try to get it up. We pass the center line. Gets up to Johnny. Johnny backhands it over to Collins. Fremont gets a stick on it. Florio on the side here. He's going to try to carry it. I guess he's just going to walk in. Nope. Fremont stops him. He's going to backhand. Woo! And then rebound. I believe that was Johnny. Let me see. Let's see. Or was that Brecken? Yeah, that was Johnny. 93 with a goal. What's up?
Where's
Hannah? Oh, that's why our lines are messed up. Yeah, I haven't seen Hannah yet. I wonder if I hope she's feeling well. I didn't know. Yeah, I don't think she's here. That's why our defensive lines are a little off. Well, we missed you, Hannah, wherever you are. Hannah played an amazing game this morning, truly, defensively. Tons of good plays all over both sides of the ice. We've got more action down here by the net. That was Krantz with a little shot there. Bounced off the goalie, so the puck stayed live. Krantz again pushing it down to Pollock in the corner. That's going to slip out, even though James was trying to catch it. Fremont coming on down here. James Roman against the wall, behind the net. And him and Collins collide. Johnny along the wall here. Johnny pushing through, kind of bulldozing through a little bit. Ends up with Collins, who's going to chip it up and chase it into our zone, into the corner. It'd be nice if he could center it over to Johnny. Fremont has it now. Oops, Collins comes up with it. Oof. Gets a little shot that rebounds. Johnny tries to shove that in there. Doesn't quite go, though. There's a shot from outside by James Roman. Goalie saves it. Fremont comes away with it. Gets pushed out to the side. Oof. That was a good centering pass by Johnny. Pinkelman, I think, is out there. Yep, that's Pinkelman on the ground over there. He gets a little backhand shot off, but we're back in the corner. Pinkelman with it now, heading towards the center. Passes it to Collins, who takes a shot after the buzzer. That's the end of the first. 3-0. All right, good start here. 2 more periods in Junior Mavs versus Fremont Flyers tonight. We've got high hopes for this tournament. We do need to win tonight and tomorrow to make it to the championship tomorrow afternoon. We did have a tie yesterday, so the points differential is probably going to come into play. So we do want to lay on the points if we can here. All right, starting lineup for your second period. It's going to be Silas Pinkelman taking the puck drop. Chad Boyle over there on the far side. Landon McVeigh here closer to us as our forwards. And it looks like we have Rykovsky. And I think that's Ashmore over there as your other defender. Now we are also going to change up and put Gianna Spencer in net. Great first period, Will not letting any in. All right, puck drop here, and McVeigh is going to get a shot off pretty much right away. Chad Boyle over there against the wall. Fremont's going to come away with it. McVeigh giving them a problem there, but they end up going right through him and Ashmore into the corner. That's a call on Rykovsky. I don't know why, but they're going to call him for that. Kid's on the ground. So at 11:38, we're going to go a man down. Rykovsky's going to head to the box. And we are going to be on a power play kill. Got some mad dads because that was a crap call. All right. Minute 30 on the penalty clock. We're going to switch our people out. We have Zeke Collins out there and Derek Brown. And then we also have Chad Boyle and Silas Pinkelman as our forwards. Whoa! Shot from outside with a wild bounce. Goes off Gianna's arm and enters the net. That is a point. So good news is the power play is over. Bad news is they scored. Lining back up. Let's see. Is that Eli in the center? I think that's Eli Roman at center. Yeah, McVeigh over here. Collins with it there, gets it up to Chad Boyle. He's going to drive for the net. He's got a couple guys in his way, and they send it out to the side. Chad with it again. It's going to come up to Pinkelman. He's going to try to center it. It goes down behind the net. I'm a little too zoomed in here, sorry. McVeigh is going to get it up to Collins, who's going to send it back behind the net. McVeigh with it again. It's going to go up the wall. Fremont, ooh, good keep in there by Collins. Chad's heading towards the net. Gets a nice little pass to McVeigh, who does try to shovel it in. Doesn't quite go in. Comes up to Collins, bouncing around. McVeigh gets a stick on it. No goal yet. Here comes Brown, sends it back down around. McVeigh in the corner here. Goes up to Collins. He's going to try to center it. It's going to hit a Fremont player in the glove. So they inadvertently stop it, and it does pop out of the zone. Brown sends it across for Boyle to pick up and carry into the zone. Along the wall, somebody get in the center, fighting for his life down there. Fremont gives him enough trouble where he loses the puck. Pinkelman's after it now. Fremont is looking to take this out of the zone, but stopped and then picked up again. We've got a reset. There's James Roman with it, with a little turn. Oof. There's his brother Eli trying to get it to the center, but Fremont intercepts. Collins and Niles Lunning chasing the Fremont player over here on the wall. Fremont is going to come away with that. He's going to cross the ice and send it towards the net. Goes wide left. Lunning still out there. Collins and Eli Roman, as well as Von Case, is out there too. It's going to get sent back down into the corner. Rollman closest to it there stops that pass, so that's good. Von Case sends it up. I think that was Ashmore who got kind of ran into by another player. I think this is a long shift. Fremont's going to get a shot off, but it is stopped by James Rollman. Here's Collins with it along the wall. I believe he's just going to carry it in. Crosses the center ice. Chips it in the zone. He's going to try to center it. Fremont's in the way, but here's Niles Lunning in the corner. All by his lonesome down here. Going to try to center it. Fremont's going to intercept. Pops out of our zone. And there's... who is that? Collins. Collins somehow comes away with that. Gets pushed to the far corner. Imagine he's going to try to center it. Oh, they don't see that. It actually dangles back to Case. Comes up along the wall. Fremont with it behind our net. Coming back up the wall. There's Johnny on the ice now, as well as Gino. Johnny with the puck right now. Dangles around one player. We're going to go to the net here. Oh man, beautiful pass by Johnny. Gino just can't quite connect with the goal. That was really great. All right, coming over here to Johnny. Coming around the boards. He's got to figure out what to do with it. Oh, tries to get it up to Rajkovsky, but tipped out by Fremont. Comes back to Johnny. Oh, Fremont prevents him from carrying it in. He gets a backhand. Fremont with it, trying to get into their zone, and they do. They're streaking towards the net. Kid's going to try to backhand. Weak sauce goes wide right. There's Johnny passing over to Gino, who's tripping himself? Question mark. Johnny and Gino along the wall. Gino comes away with it. Crossing center ice. Carries it in the zone. Fremont gets a stick on it, gets carried right back out. There's Ashmore back there. Great job, Benjamin. Gets it up into our zone, but Fremont's going to hit it right back out. Ashmore in the back there, as well as Rajkovsky. Hopefully going to get a stick on that. And Fremont dangles with a high shot over Gianna's shoulder. So that's going to be another goal. It's now 2-3, 6:49 left in the second. We are up by 1 point, which is not going to work for my blood pressure. Pinkelman lining up for the puck drop here with Boyle and McVeigh. Derek Brown on D, as well as Collins. Boyle's going to streak towards the net over here. He's going to try a wraparound. He gets shut off. The puck is still alive because the goalie didn't cover it. Ref finally has had enough. We're going to reset. Pinkelman tries to get it over to McVeigh. Fremont intercepts. They come away with it. Boyle comes from across the other side, takes it back behind the net. Has some problems with some Fremont players. Pops out onto McVeigh's stick. He's going to send it up the wall. Excuse us, ref. Goes back down. McVeigh chasing as well as Boyle. Boyle behind the net here. Oh, Boyle working hard to get it up to the center. Doesn't quite work. Brown's going to come along the wall there and center it. Unfortunately, we don't have anybody down here. Pinkelman here along the wall. Collins, they're trying not to, yeah. That was frustrating for Collins, as you see. He was really trying to avoid the offsides, but that's what happened. 5:53 left in the second period. We are up 3-2. We're going to need some more goals if we want a shot at the championship. Eli Roman is going to take the puck here with Lunning on the far side. Case on this close side. It's going to go back to Collins. Chips it up the wall to Case. Case is going to carry it. Passes a few guys. Tries to get a shot off. Bad angle. Goes around the boards. There's Derek to stop it. Keeps it in. Same thing. Back and forth a bit. Fremont coming away with it. Oh, whoa. Derek again. Keeps it in. Very good job, Derek. There's Ashmore over there. Nope, that's Lunning. Sorry. Ashmore's 44. Lunning's 42. Can't even tell who's pinned against the wall over there, but Lunning is trying to help out. Derek gets a shot on net, but Fremont is going to come away with it. Good attempt there by Eli Roman with a stick stop. Breaks up the play a bit so Collins can get close to the net, but the goalie's going to glove that one. 4:55 left in the second period. Changing our lines out here. So Johnny's going to be center. Gino right, Breckenkrantz left, right down here on the glass. Ben Ashmore in the back with James Roman. Oh, Pollock tries to get it back to Roman. 3 months there, though. Battling along the wall here is Krantz. Gino comes away with that. He's going to get a shot off, goes directly into a Fremont player. Ends up behind the net. Here's Johnny chasing it. He's going to center it. Fremont's going to intercept. Krantz and Florio both kind of chasing it in the middle there. Florio comes away with it. Through some traffic, he's going to get a shot off, but it goes directly into the goalie's glove. 4:23 left in the second period. Keeping the same lines. Fremont's changing out. All right, Johnny takes a swipe at it, but Fremont ends up with it. Gino comes away with it, gets it towards the net. The puck is live. Dang. Couple bouncy shots there by Johnny and Krantz. Unfortunately, Fremont comes away with it. There's Florio with it down there. I guess he's going to take it back around the net with some speed. It's tripped up a little bit, but he's carrying it across the center. Couple defenders here to deal with. Easily goes around one. Oh, and then sends it a mile high in the air and misses the net. That's all right. It's still in our zone. Here's Krantz with it. Backhands it towards the net. Nice job, Brecken. Comes up the wall here to James Roman. He's going to try to send it down the wall. Bounces off, and unfortunately, Fremont comes away with it. Ooh, nice stick there by James Roman to turn that play around. Wonderful job, James. Still here near the center. Hard to see where the puck is here, but we've got it along the wall, I believe. Florio has it. Oof. Gets poked away by a Fremont player. He has some guys in the center if he can get it down there. He goes down. Fremont takes it out of the zone. Krantz comes away with it. He goes down as well. Florio back up on his feet. Here's Johnny with the puck. He's going to try to carry it down and get a shot off. Gets a shot. Bounces off the goalie. We're changing all of our guys out right now, so that was a little wild. Pinkelman chasing the Fremont player. Rajkovsky over there with Collins in the corner, headed towards the wall. Chad Boyle's right in front of him. Collins is going to carry it in. Nice job, guys. Trying to get a shot off. Fremont not having it. Goes back behind our net. Boyle tries to get his stick on it and misses. They are on the move here. Rajkovsky back there. Nice. No goal. Rajkovsky's going to carry it. I guess he's taking it all the way in. Oh, right over to Chad at the very last second. A little too long of a pass. Over to McVeigh. Oh, dang it. McVeigh saw Pinkelman. Tried to get a pass to him. A little bit too long. Couldn't quite get it. Fremont gets a wild left shot off. Chad Boyle over there on the wall. And we have a call. There's a player down over in the corner here. 1:57 left in the second period. All right, we're switching everybody out, it looks like. I don't think there's a call. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no, we're good. I didn't see what happened, but I'm glad he got up and got off the ice. Let's see. I'm gonna guess that's Eli Roman there in the center with Lunning over on the right. Trying to get it out of our zone. There's James Roman over along the wall. Derek Brown's going to pick it up. Comes up the wall to Von Case. Case going to try to get it out. Yeah, Eli Roman there doing a good job. That's an icing. Reset. 1:31 left in the second period. We're still up a point, but we are going to need a couple more to combat our tie that we got yesterday if we want to run at the championship. Eli pushes forward through traffic. Derek right behind him helping as well, but Fremont ends up batting it back into the corner. Up here along the wall, Von Case gets a little stick on it. It's going to go across to Niles Lunning. He's going to carry it in. He's going to try to center it. Fremont gets their stick on it instead. There's Eli Roman with it behind the net. He's going to get it towards the goalie. Pops back out. He passes up to Derek. Oh, Derek. Oh, dang. That's all right. A little bit of a miss there on that pass. That's okay. Derek streaks back down. Nice recovery, man. Gets right back down there. Eli with it in the corner. Fremont sends it right back down. Derek is going to go behind the net to try to retrieve it. Over here in the corner. I assume there are a couple of Fremont players behind this pole. Battle in the corner. Trying to come up the wall here. Goes back behind our goal. Here's Niles Lunning with it. He's going to carry it out of the zone. Very good effort by that Fremont player, but it did go out, and that is offsides. 15 seconds left in this period. Looks like we're changing everybody out and putting on Florio, Pollock, and Krantz. And then Derek's staying out there, as well as James Roman. for the last 15 seconds of the second period. Oy. Johnny tries to push forward. Fremont pushes through. Down into the corner. She backhands it over to Gianna, who sends it over to the side. 6 seconds left. Johnny trying to carry it up the side. Goes down. Comes up to Brecken. Gino with it. Yeah, period's over. Dang. Couple more seconds there. Maybe we would have had a goal. All right, end of the second period. 12 more minutes will determine the outcome of this game. All right, here we go. Last period against the Fremont Flyers. There's Johnny at center. And Gino on right. McVeigh on left. We're starting Rajkowski and Ashmore.
And then I killed the guy.
What, Travis? All right. Puck drop, third period, 3-2. Goes over to Florio. Can't quite handle it. Comes over to the wall. Florio's going to chip it into the zone. Goes back behind the net. Fremont's chasing. Johnny's there. Doesn't get a stick on it by Rajkowski does. Comes out to Johnny. He's going to drive towards the net. He does have Krantz right behind him if he could feed it up there a little bit. There's Gino chasing, trying to get a stick on it, comes out of the zone. Fremont's going to bring it into theirs easily with Rajkowski here. Oh, dang. Oh, that's really unfortunate. So Will is back in the net. I don't know if you could see that. It's probably on their highlight reel because it went straight up in the air, hit the net, hit Will's back, trickled in. That was just, ugh.
That's all right, buddy.
Now it's 3-3. Let's line back up and get another one. 3-3. 11:26 left in the game. Pollock's going to try to push forward, but it goes back to Rajkowski. He's going to shoot it down into our zone. It's going to come right back out. Now we're chasing it down into the corner. Ashmore is there with the Fremont player. Oh, get it out of the middle, man. Florio dangling it around right in front of Will. Florio, turn around, please. Yep. He's trying to get away from the Fremont player. Yep, that was a trip, so that's going to be a call. He's still got the puck, though, so we're going to carry it as far as we can. Goes through some traffic. He's going to head up the ice with it. All right. Heading in. And Fremont still doesn't have it. We still have it. So it's going to be a late whistle. Okay, there we go. This is an opportunity to score here. We're going to go up a man. 10:42 left in the third period. Now we have a minute 30. I think they're a minute 30. I actually haven't seen them put up on the board yet. We definitely need a goal here, so we should consider doing that. Finkelman's going to take the puck. Hang on. Okay, sorry. Collins going to get a shot off. Goes wide right. Boyle is out there as well as McVeigh along the wall. Boyle tries to center it, goes a little too far, but Collins catches it. He's going to get it down low. Gets pushed back out to the corner by Fremont. Collins here along the wall, I believe, will be able to stop it. Yep, sends it right back down in. McVeigh over there battling. Sends it across the ice, just trying to get it closer to the net. There's James Roman, sends it down behind the net. Chad Boyle chasing as well as McVeigh over here along the wall. Collins has it along the wall here. Pushing towards the center, tries to dangle around a player. Tries to get a shot off. Fremont leg is in the way. Comes out of the zone. Here comes Fremont. James Roman is in the way. Wide shot. That was actually a little scary. That could have dipped in the net there, but it didn't, thank goodness. Chad Boyle with the puck over there. Pinkelman gets a stick on that, but Fremont's not going to actually bring it back their way. Comes over to Collins. He's going to go around one player. He's going to cross out of their zone and across the red line. He's going to chip it down into our corner. McVeigh coming off the ice. Eli Roman coming on. Gets sent way too fast, way too far. That's an icing. 8 seconds left on the power play. Fortunately, we haven't done much with it yet. 9:20 left in the game. It's 3-3. Eli Roman is going to take the puck drop. He's got Niles Lunning with him as well as Von Case. It's going to immediately leave our zone. Power play's over in 5 seconds. Fremont brings it down in their zone. Ooh. Derek Brown here with some good pressure in the corner. Unfortunately, they center it. We got to get it out of there. There's Von Case with it. He passes it up to Niles Lunning, who's going to take off. Enters our zone. He's going to get a shot off. Waits a little too long. So it was a bad angle for him to make that one, but good try, Niles. Goes back behind the net. Fremont has it again. They're going to come out of the zone. We have Rajkovsky there as well as Derek Brown right there with some good pressure. Here's a whistle. Don't know why. I think they're calling a tripping on Roman. Didn't see that one. Maybe you guys did. Yep, Roman in the box. Apparently out here tripping people. Now we're a man down for, yep, a minute 30. There it is on the clock. All right, we are going to have Zeke Collins out here. We have Johnny taking the puck. Gino Florio as our other forward. And then we have Ashmore. There's Johnny with the puck. Streaking downtown. Florio with a shot. A little too high. That was some good power there, though, buddy. Fremont is streaking back with it. Great stick there by Ashmore across the ice. There's Florio with it. Oof. A shorty would be nice. Collins along the wall here. Johnny trying to chip it up into our zone. Fremont comes away with it. Florio in pursuit. Ashmore over there putting some pressure on. Chases him all the way to the wall. Kid's going to carry it right into the center. Unfortunately for them, Collins is there. He's going to head the other way. He's going to carry it out. Oh, Fremont comes away with it in the center. Back and forth with a couple of our guys. Zeke is going to come away with it, head towards the net, shovel it down there. Goes wide left. Zeke against the wall again. He's pushing towards the center. He gets it over to Gino. Oof. He tries to go around a player but loses the puck. 19 seconds left on the penalty kill. Doing okay so far. Nice keep in there by James Roman. Florio chasing. Johnny's going to bat it down into the corner. 6 seconds left in the power play. Comes up to Johnny. Johnny's going to push towards the center. Has to, a couple guys to contend with. Tries to pass it over to Collins. Doesn't quite get it on his stick. Comes up to Pinkelman, who's now on the ice. He's trying to send it down low. Goes a little too far. Krantz is out there now as well. Krantz is going to get a shot on. It's going to go just left. Johnny over on the side here, as well as Krantz. And now we have Pinkelman with the puck. Watch the offsides. Oof, that was a close one. Carries it down. Gets off a shot. I'm not sure why that was so disorganized. One side of the net was wide open, and we had nobody even looking at that side of the ice. So that's unfortunate. 6:33 left in the third period. 3-3. Pinkelman's going to take the puck here. Chad Boyle is out there, as well as Landon McVeigh. Chad Boyle with a stick on it, back and forth with Fremont. McVeigh's going to send it out to Derek. Derek is going to go over to Rajkovsky. He's going to shoot it down into the corner. Derek again up here at the top, gets it down to Boyle. Nope, McVeigh. Pinkelman gets it back behind the net. Fremont has it now. Chad's going to give chase in the corner. Still kept in. Great work, McVeigh there. And now it's going to come out. We're going to have to reset here. Rykowski, don't shoot it too late. That's an offside. 6 minutes left in the game. It's 3-3. Pinkelman over to Boyle. Pinkelman comes away with that. Boyle carries it in. McVeigh over there in the white helmet. He's gonna shoot it up to Rykowski, who luckily recovers. It's gonna go back down to McVeigh. Fremont sends it back to McVeigh's stick for some reason. Now he's behind the net, trying to shovel it into the center. It's gonna pop out of the zone. Rykowski turning. Puck goes up to Pinkelman. Pinkelman along the wall. Backhands, unfortunately, onto Fremont's stick. Boyle chasing here along the wall. Fremont's going to take it in. It was a good glove tip by Larson. We're going to change some people off here. So I see Ashmore, Von Case there with the puck. This kid on the ice, I think they need to come off. Yep, hurt. Whoops, pile up in the corner. No idea who's out there right now. Let's see. I think that's Eli Roman there. Ashmore with it along the blue line, trying his best to keep it in. There's Von Case with it, swirls around. He's going to get a shot off. That's going to go left. I think that's Niles Lunning down there. He gets it up to Collins. Gets taken off Collins' stick. Collins battling down below the net there. Pops out to Lunning's stick. And then across ice to the corner. Lunning chasing. It's going to come up to Ashmore. Ashmore's going to keep it in for a moment, but then it's going to pop out. 4:15 left. Fremont has it in their zone, right in front of our net. Oops, sorry guys, did you want to watch? Eli Roman with it, sorry, balancing precariously. All right, Case with it along the wall. Lunning tries to get a stick on it. Let's go, Niles. Hit it, buddy. Went outside, got pushed outside. Fremont coming back across. Here's James Roman back here. Lovely stick, James. Very good. Breaks that play up. Here's Johnny on the ice. Roman going off. Florio coming on. Johnny dangling through traffic with an amazing play. He just can't quite get the goal. Dang, buddy. That was pretty. Okay. So Johnny, Gino, and Brecken are going to be our forwards. It looks like we might have called a timeout here. When we pick back up, there's 3:25 left. It's 3-3. It's go time. It's been go time. Let's go. Some support from the crowd for the Mavs. Johnny and Gino whispering. Hopefully coming up with a plan to get a goal here. Krantz over there in the white helmet. Rykowski and James Roman are going to be our defenders as we pick back up here. 3:25 left in the third period. Johnny's going to take it for us. Down in this corner where nobody can see what's happening. Puck goes back to Gino. Gino swirls around, gets pushed out to the side. He's going to try to center it. Krantz is going to come up. Nice job, Brecken. Turn immediately, get it to the net. Doesn't go in. Johnny's behind the net, battling down there. There's Rykowski with it. He's going to send it back the other way, down into the corner. Johnny and Gino over here on the wall. One of them should come away with this. Can't really see what's going on. Comes up to James Rollman. He sends it back down. Fremont has it, taking it behind our net. Oof, Johnny almost got that stop there, and unfortunately it comes out of the zone. James Rollman gives chase, gets a good stick on it. There's Gino Florio also, and here comes Rajkovsky to assist. Rajkovsky gets it up to Gino. Gino's going to carry it out of their zone. He goes across the center, gets almost tripped up, somehow recovers it. Fremont launches it down into our corner. Gino gets it again. Hopefully he can center it here. Passes it up to Johnny, who gets a super soft shot off. I believe Boyle. Nope, that's still Krantz. Okay. Fremont sends it out. It's going to be an icing. We're going to change everybody up here. Pinkelman, McVeigh, and Eli Rollman are going to be our forwards. Derek Brown and Collins are going to be our defenders. We have 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game, and it's 3-3. No pressure, guys, but it's time to score. Comes out to McVeigh. Real softy down into the center, but Fremont's going to push that out. McVeigh chasing over here along the wall, as well as Derek Brown. They all go down in a pile. Pinkelman now joins. There's a whistle. No clue what happened in the mystery corner. There's a player down, it appears. So I can see McVeigh. I can see all of our players, so it is one of their players. 1:56 left in the game. Looks like they're asking for the coach. Oh, there you go, sorry. Other side of the ring, have a nice little ice skating party going on. That's why you hear a lot of weird sounds. Kid's still down over here, hopefully getting checked out. Kids up, skating off. Hopefully nothing serious. We're gonna resume play. Brown's going off. Hopefully he's okay, because I know he was in that little pile up as well. They're sending Ashmore out. So Pinkelman is at center. Ashmore and Collins on D. 1:55 left in the game. It's a 3-3 game. We must score. Fremont with it in the corner. Comes up to the side. Ashmore sending it down to the center. Touches the stick of McVeigh. Now Pinkelman. Pinkelman takes a swing at it. Doesn't make it. Fremont comes away with it. They get it out of our zone onto Ashmore's stick, who's right in the center. He's going to bank it up. Hopefully Pinkelman can stop it there. He does. Gets taken down. Comes out to Fremont. Collins is able to send it up. Oh, tries again. Fremont's going to come away with it. 1:16 left in the game. Ashmore along the wall with Eli Rollman. Collins over here on the side. Oh, that was almost a trip. Good thing that kid didn't fall. Collins with the puck. He's going to send it down into our zone. Streaking onto the ice is Johnny Pollock. Over into the corner, 54 seconds left. Here comes Gino Florio. Johnny falls behind the net. Chad Boyle. We have a call on potentially Johnny. 43 seconds left. Yeah, he's a little wild in the back there. All right, so Collins on the ice, as well as Ashmore Chad Boyle and Gino Florio are going to play the last 43 seconds of this game. Unfortunately, we have to come down here. It's 3-3. Now we're down a man. It's going to be a sad time if they score right here. Let's stop them. Boyle pushes forward. Oh, goodness gracious. Down into the corner. 37 seconds left. This kid's trying to center it. We're in the way. Boyle and Gino, their kid catches it. He's going to go right downtown. Ashmore trying to stop. Will does stop the shot. 24 seconds left. That is, I think, Ashmore carrying it up the wall there. Nice job. Fremont gets a hold of it. 12 seconds left. Collins is going to turn it around. Goes back onto Fremont's stick. Nobody can find the puck. Fremont has it. Boyle tries to intercept. Gets pushed out to the wall. 1 second left. I believe that will just end the game. Unfortunately, Fremont played with a different goalie today than they've been playing their whole tournament, or that would have gone very differently. So we line up with another tie.